guys, the Firebird is here. It's just me. My brother couldn't be here today because Lorenzo Di Buenaventura said he is somehow connected to the Bayverse. But anyways, these are the jokes. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them. Also, fun fact, did you know that our good old pal Lorenzo made Madam Web? Yeah, and now you know why we're struggling so much with the Transformers franchise. Anyways, it's pretty late at night and we got some last minute news, and these are just not regular news. These are bombshell nuclear type of news that we just gotten. We have essentially gotten the whole Transformers 2025 Studio Series listings just outright leak. But first, some backstory about this. So JT Prime 17, a very reputable source from the TFW 2005 website, is retiring from leaking in 2025. But before he goes away, he's doing a leak week. Every day at 9 PM he's gonna be leaking something. I don't know if this means we're gonna get more stuff later in the week that partakes to reactivate Transformers 1, more toy figures that we don't know about. Because today it seems that he blew his load way too early and now he can just release everything. And I am not kidding, we have all of the 2025 Studio Series figures leak. And when I mean all of them, I mean all of them. Now, as exciting of a reveal as this is, keep in mind that these are for next year, so you're not gonna be seeing these anytime soon, at least this year. But some of these are huge bombshells that I think we have to talk about. This is insane. On my Discord, when these news first dropped, the only word I could say was holy sh**. And everyone else on my Discord server seems pretty happy about this turn of events. And also, daily reminder, we have a Discord server where you can stay up to date with Transformers news as they come real time. You don't have to wait for a video of mine to be released. We talk about Transformers movie content, series, toys, and even some Transformers non-movie content there. And we have quite a lot of talented people there too. I want to give a little shout out and highlight the artwork of I-30 Legend, who made this JoJo meme based on Optimus and Megatron. This is fantastic. Keep up the good work, man. This is based on like his little Transformers fan-made series. So yeah, good work, man. Keep up the good job. Not make one of Blood Rain. But anyways, I wasted enough of your time, so let's talk about the new figures. So we're gonna start in order because these things also are kind of huge for the future Studio Series in general, and also what we can expect to see in the near future. So first off, let's start with the 86 toy line. Personally, I don't collect 86 figures, but I know there's quite a few of you out there that really do collect these figures, so we're gonna start with those ones. So as part of the 86 toy line, we're gonna have a package refresh for Jazz. And in case you guys don't know what package refresh means, it means just a re-release of an already existing figure. It's nothing new. So Jazz is getting a package refresh along with Perceptor and Leader Class Grimlock. And now, our newest arrivals, and these are kinda huge, is the Constructicons, Scrapper, Bone Crusher, Scavenger, and Mixmaster. All of them are gonna be deluxe class figures with the exception of Scrapper and Mixmaster. This also means that we're gonna get Devastator, because I mean if you're doing one of the Constructicons then you're gonna do all of them and that eventually leads to Devastator. So we are gonna get an 86 Devastator, which I guess we will see if he manages to dethrone the Combiner Wars Devastator as, you know, the definitive Devastator figure. I'll be honest, I'm not that big of a fan of the G1 Devastator. Like, it's not that I don't like him, it's just like I'm not crazy over him on like someone like Bruticus, let's say. But I know the Constructicons have quite a few fans out there, so I'm happy for those of you guys who are gonna get this figure. If I ever have some extra cash, I would definitely like try and hunt down the Constructicons. They're pretty iconic after all. Next up, we have some more War for Cybertron figures that are gonna be part of the quote-unquote Gamer Edition toy line. I still can't get over that name. So the characters we can expect to see next year are Ironhide, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and an Autobot Soldier. And when I mean Autobot Soldier, they mean the generic troops that we see the Autobots have. You know, the ones that are in the game and they're just like, you know, there to be as cannon fodder. I know this might sound like very weird to some of you guys, but I'm only interested on the Autobot Soldier. I'm a big fan of the generic, you know, Autobot troops and Decepticon troops, the vehicles. I'm a big fan of those. So I'm definitely gonna get my hands on that Autobot Soldier. As for Skywarp and Thundercracker, I mean, if they're gonna be anything like Starscream, I'm not too excited about them. Like, the Starscream figure is very not that good to me, at least when it comes to its looks. For now, I'm not that interested on them. But I know my good old friend Martini is suddenly having a really nice feeling, he doesn't know why. why. He's a huge Thundercracker fan for those of you guys who don't know. Next up, we got Dark of the Moon. Now, Dark of the Moon is getting Shockwave as a package refresh. So for those of you guys who never got this, Shockwave or William Brains, well, here's your chance. But that's not all. We are gonna get Q/Wheeljack as part of the next Dark of the Moon figures. Now this is great. I actually really do want Q. I mean, he's maybe a little too similar to Jolt, but I mean, in order to complete my Dark of the Moon collection, I kinda want him, even though he arguably is probably a worse incarnation of Wheeljack than Pablo. But unlike the reboot universe, at least this is to be expected with the Babyverse. So yeah, I hope they do that really cool thing that the Age of Extinction Wheeljack toy did, in which, you know, they actually gave him a more G1 looking mask, and even the ear fins. I really hope they do that. And another big reveal is Hatchet. So Hatchet was a figure that we heard from almost like 2 years ago that it was coming out, but then it just disappeared and no one knew if it was cancelled or it was actually getting released. But here it is. Hatchet is gonna be officially released next year. I'm definitely gonna get him just because I actually really do like the dreads, and he just looks like a really cool figure, so yeah, can't complain there. And also shout out to my Patreon Drakeny Horn for calling it. They never doubted the figure was coming, he kept saying it constantly, so yeah, you were right, man. Cue the music, but for you this time. Now, Age of Extinction is finally getting some love, because I feel like Age of Extinction especially, and even the last night, has really been lacking in the Studio Series department. And first of all, we are getting a leader class Optimus Prime. Now, I am actually very interested in how this is gonna look like, because Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, it was very hit and miss. I feel like we had more misses with Age of Extinction Prime than any other figure out there. He's a very hard character to translate, but I'll be honest, the Studio Series has been knocking it out of the park with a lot of the last night Age of Extinction characters. Crossers and Hard Rod, from what I heard, were actually really incredible figures, so I can only imagine what they're gonna do with Age of Extinction Prime. Will I get him? Depends on how he looks like, but I'm super glad that he's getting one. But that's not the big shocker of this video. The big shocker is Widowmaker. Now, in case you guys don't know who Widowmaker is, I made a video about her a long time ago. Be sure to check that video out. Okay, no, I'm kidding, but seriously, do go check that video out, because I do explain more about the character. Because in that video, I go over like what kind of role she was gonna have in the movie and what kind of plot she was supposed to serve. But to give you guys a quick summary, Widowmaker was a cult character from Age of Extinction. She's basically just a female stinger, and originally she was intended to be like Lockdown's girlfriend, or at least a partner or a companion of some kind. However, at some point she was cut, but there was quite a few renders, concept art, and images of her that actually made it very far into development. So it looks like she's gonna be joining the Studio Series concept art line. I do wonder which version of her we're gonna get, because there's so many versions. There's this one with this weird looking head, then there's the concept art with a humanoid, you know, looking heads that are more reminiscent to the Age of Extinction style. And I wonder, is she gonna have Stinger's vehicle mode, or is she gonna have a whole new different vehicle mode entirely? That's what I'm actually very curious about. Another pleasant surprise was Devastation Optimus Prime. So it looks like they're finally expanding past War for Cybertron, and we are getting our first Devastation figure in the form of Optimus Prime for the Devastation game. I'll be completely honest here, it's probably gonna be very similar to how the Earthrise Optimus Prime looks like. I doubt they're gonna, you know, make that many changes to it. Possibly just a retool of that figure with a new color scheme to make it look more cel shaded like the game's art style. But yeah, I might get this figure depending on how well it's painted, and just cause I like Devastation in general. Now we also have another weird one, and that's like Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. Now I don't know exactly what Bumblebee we're gonna get, because Bumblebee has quite a lot of forms in his movie. There's a Cybertronian form, then there's a Jeep mode on Earth, then there's the Volkswagen mode, and then the end of movie Camaro. Some people are speculating that this might be part of the concept art Studio Series, and we might get the concept art Bumblebee, the one that he looks a bit more buff and more like he's part of the Babyverse, which is very much possible, but I don't know, because I feel like we already covered all the potential Bumblebees from that movie. So unless they're doing like a weird Sector 7 reskin of like any of the previous Bumblebee versions we had gotten, or just end of movie Bumblebee, I don't exactly know what this Bumblebee could be. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this one could be. Then we have some more really interesting ones, and those are from Rise of the Beast. So we're gonna get a Studio Series Optimus Prime package refresh. It's just gonna be a package refresh, so nothing new there. I know a lot of people really want the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime toy, the Studio Series version. I really don't know why, because I don't think that it's that good of a figure. I really don't like it. The Studio Series Bumblebee movie version of Optimus is way superior. But I know a lot of people really want to get their hands on this, and if you're one of those people, don't let me stop you. Another interesting one is Emblem, which is probably just going to be a retool slash recolor of Optimus Primal. I actually have my Takara Optimus Primal, and I was planning on giving it the upgrade kit to make him look more like Ape-Link. Since Ape-Link is supposed to be quite a bit taller than Optimus Primal is in ape form in the movie, so the ultimate Takara Optimus Primal actually fits this really well. But I might reconsider my plans depending on how good this Ape-Link looks. And next up, we have Double Punch. Now, I know you guys are very confused, but Double Punch is a concept art character from Rise of the Beast, so he's gonna be another concept art, subline character. In case you guys don't know, there's actually many Scorponauts. We have the OG Scorponaut, which is the purple and black that we see in Studio Series. Then we have the Scorponauts that we saw in the movie that are more generic and canon fodder. We have Sandstorm, which is just a red Scorponaut. We have Sandspear, which is the one from the mainline toy line. And then we have Double Punch, which is basically a blue Scorponaut that was part of the concept art. So, I mean, this one's cool. I really do like a lot of the concept art characters, so I'm glad that Double Punch is making it into the toy line. Since they're doing like the Scorponaut variants in terms of colors, I think I might as well get him. I mean, I really do love army building, and having an army of different color Scorponauts is something that kind of appeals to me. So, yeah, good one, Hasbro. I know you're playing me, but I like it. And now, last but not least, we have Transformers 1 figures. So these figures are gonna come out next year, and unfortunately these are characters that we already knew existed, but it's still nice to know. So our first Transformers 1 character is gonna be B127, and for those of you guys who don't know, yes, Bumblebee is gonna be called B127 in the movie, but they're gonna refer to him by the acronym B, and this is like the movie's way of connecting to Rise of the Beast and the Bumblebee movie. We're also gonna get Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime and Transformers 1 Starscream. I'm honestly pretty happy that we're gonna be getting Transformers 1 figures relatively soon. I really hope that we get more this year, because honestly, the movie's coming out this year. I feel like Studio Series should also do what Rise of the Beast did and have like at least a wave 1, Transformers 1 figures to coincide with the release of the movie. Rise of the Beast did that, so why can't Transformers 1? But keep in mind that these are the listings for next year, and we still don't know what to expect later for this year, 2024. Only time will tell. And I have a feeling that JT Prime 17, as he goes on his big league quest, this might leak some further information about what figures we can expect to see this year. But for that, we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you updated on whatever new bombshells we get. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Originally I was gonna do an explain video talking about movie Lockdown Sidekick, and yes, Lockdown in the movie has a sidekick. But then my plan was kind of interrupted when Robo released a bunch of new Transformers Reactivate info, which I was gonna talk about for this video, but then these news came out, and then I was like, this is amazing, we need to talk about this immediately. And so we did. So tomorrow, expect another video talking about Transformers Reactivate, because we have some new characters reveal, Knockout and a bunch of others. I'm not gonna spoil them because I want it to be a surprise, but yeah, Knockout is one of them, and some new details about the game and stuff, because some people actually got into play the game fairly recently. I'll go more in depth about that next time, so for now, just be a little patient. But yeah guys, this is gonna be our whole new toys that we're gonna see for Studio Series next year. It kinda sucks that the surprise got spoiled so early ahead of time, but then again, these are just the listings and we don't have the exact look of these figures, so there's still the surprise factor when we actually do get our first in-hand physical images. But for that, we'll have to wait and see. And let me know in the comments down below, which one of these figures are you planning on getting? Are you happy with the figures we're getting, that we're getting more concept art Studio Series lines, like Widowmaker and so on? What figures are you hoping we'll see in Studio Series soon? Frankly, I kinda want more Transformers 1 figures, since this is gonna be the movie we're gonna be, kinda gushing over for the next year. I feel like it's the movie that deserves the more representation. And I would also like to see more Last Night stuff, cause let's be honest here, as much as that movie sucks, there's still a few characters there that deserve some representation. Nitrosus. Nitrosus. But yeah guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoy. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to all the annoying YouTuber stuff that the algorithm likes so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways guys, before we go, shout out to our super incredible patrons and channel members. Scout, James Newbold, Crawley666, TF Cypher, Legend of Soup, King Sparta, Crazy T-Rex, Orion64 Studios, Winso, Inferno65, Super Sailors Homer Hedgehogs, Xavier.God, Stage Productions, Drakeny Horn 45, Scrub Lordo, and Predaking Hunter Plays. And also our channel members, Scrub Lordo, Optination Reviews, TF Cypher, Laser Sin, The Crazy T-Rex, and Lord Skywarp. Thank you guys for your support, it's much appreciated. If you become a channel member or a patron, you get access to exclusive videos I haven't released yet. You get to collab with me in some of my videos if you so choose to, gain access to channel exclusive emojis, and a bunch of other stuff. You also get a shout out to your channel in the description down below, so be sure to check out those guys because a lot of them are up and coming YouTubers who need all the help they can get. But keep in mind this is entirely optional because freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Thank you guys for your support, it's much appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!